All right, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show us how I created this very beautiful church flyer. This flyer here. I'm going to show us step by step of how I made this flyer. So the first thing I did is to have a rectangle into which I am going to place the background. So that rectangle is I think 8.5 by 9 inches. 8.5 by 9 8.5 by 9 inches. After that, this is the background. I power clipped the background into the image. So I'm selecting the background now. Click on object, click on power clip, go to place inside frame, click on that and come into this rectangle here and click. So now my background is power clipped to the rectangle. I'll go to edit, select this rectangle and go to edit, then position my background properly. Now if you check this background and this other, you won't see, let me get out. If you check this background and this other background, they are not looking exactly the same. So what did I do to this background to make it look like this? I added a blur effect. So I'm going back here, I'm going to edit so I can edit the background. I'll click on this background, go to effect, go to blur, click on Gaussian blur, click on Gaussian blur, okay, and adjust this tab. The blur here, the blurry effect here is too much. I'll reduce it a bit. Okay, maybe a little more. I'm leaving at 47.4 thereabout. At 47.4 thereabout, we can go with this. So if I'm done with this, I'll click on finish. So this is what my background is now looking like. The next thing I'll do, I want to remove the border line. If you watch, this rectangle has a black border line which I will want to remove. So to remove that, I'll select the rectangle. It's already selected. I'll come here, just follow the movement of my cursor. I'll come here and right click. I'll right click. The moment I right click, the rectangle outline will be removed, even though the rectangle is still there. I want to zoom out so that we can see what we are doing. I've zoomed out. So I will now want to place this this jagged shape down here, this white one here, I want to place it now. I'm also going to power clip it, so I'll select it, go to object, to power clip, click on place inside frame, come to this shape and click. So it has been power clipped. Then the next thing I need to do is to edit the power clip. So I click on edit. The essence is to position this down here. Once I am okay with the positioning, I'll click on finish. Then the next thing is to bring in this pastor. The resources I use for this design, I am going to put it in the description so that you can download, pick it up and also use it to practice. But I might not put the image of the pastor. So I'll power clip this also. Power clip. You can see that in this kind of design, power clip is a very, very important tool. So learn how to use it and you have lesser issues with your designs. Learn how to use power clip. Power clip helps you to manage images in a shape, so that your images will not be shooting out of your boundaries. That's one very important use of power clip. So I'm trying to look at this one now so I can resize this image of the pastor to almost look like what I have in the other one. Okay, let's assume I go with this. I can still adjust later. I click on finish. Okay, now I'm going to start bringing in some other effects. This light effect here behind the dove is this one. I'll click on it and drop it here. Object, I want to power clip it into the image as well, place inside here. Okay, so I'll now go in again to edit and bring it down. I'm going to reposition it better later. So I will now click on finish, go back, get the logo. Okay, there's a light effect on the pastor's face. This is this other smaller light. Place it there. Control Z. I think I have to power clip it. Okay, object, get down to power clip, place inside this frame. So let's go to edit power clip. I can now pick it up, bring it to the pastor's face, something like that. Something like that, position it on him, something like that. Okay, so I'm done with that. So the next thing I will do is to pick this logo and put it there. The logo is behind the shape, so I'm going to tell it to come forward. Object, other, go to object, other, to front of page. If you have been following my designs, have been following my tutorials, you would have seen me do this a number of times, and in my previous tutorials, especially in my beginners class in Coreldraw, I explained how you move objects behind each, move objects either behind or in front of other objects in Coreldraw design. So for the sake of time, I will not be typing this the Redeemed Christian Church of God, the name of the church. No, I'll just do a copy here. So to copy it, I highlight it or select it and hold on Control key and press D, Control D. Then I'll pick it up and drop it here. So you see our design is already taking shape. The font I used here for this ghost, which I am also copying, I'm just copying the Holy Ghost. The font I used here is Abaddon. I will leave the name in the comment section. You can go to any font website and download it, Abaddon. So I download the font type so that when you write your Holy Ghost, it's going to look like this. I've moved it here, so I also need to bring it forward. So order to front of page. Okay, so it's now looking like it. I think the Holy Ghost I copied is hidden somewhere. Other to front of page. All right, so everything is almost done. Obviously I will need to move the light effect there. There's solar flare, we'll call it solar flare. I will need to move that solar flare down, so I'm going to click on this rectangle, click on edit, then move this solar flare down a bit. Okay, let's believe that it has matched now. Okay, then I have to move in the dove. If I click on this dove, I can move it here. I think the dove I used in this other design is slightly different from the one I have here to front. You can see there's a slight difference in the way the wings are spread, but all the same we can still use this. Okay, maybe I'll need to move this text this way. All right, I think we have something that's good enough for us to proceed with. So the next thing will be to bring in this I don't know what to call it, but we used it to emphasize the date, of the program. So it's still behind. I'll click on other and set to front. I'm going to type the date. Thursday 5th to Saturday 7th March. So I'm going to type, let me type this. Thursday 5th to Saturday 7th. So that goes in first. Is white, so I highlight it, go to my white, follow my cursor, go to white, tap on white. Maybe if I want to make it bold, I click on bold. If I want to reduce the size, I can go straight here, reduce the size to maybe this, and place it here. I want to be center aligned, so I'll click here and click on center. Okay, I want to increase the font a little more. No, is there any need for the increase? No. So I'm going to type, I want to use the same font to type match, so I'm going to duplicate this and now type cap match 2026. So I'm going to move this here now. I'm going to increase the font. I'm going to make it bold. I might change the font size. Let me check this one. Yeah, I'm going to change the font size. Just hold on. I want to separate these two. I think I used the formatting of the two fonts is not the same. So this Thursday, the date up there, March, I want to use a different font. I'm going to use Arial empty black. Then I moved this 2026 here. I can also use Arial empty black for that if I so want. You can play around with your font, whatever you want to achieve. But I think that's something I did with this 2026, which I want you to learn. It adds effect to your design. I separated the fonts and now added some effect to it. How did I do that? I select the 2026, go to objects, go to break 2026 apart. So you see, click on 2026. So each of the letters, each of the numbers in 2026 is now on their own. I can now add effect. What effect did I do? Add. I moved the 0 down as well as the 6 a bit down, so it has this kind of staggering effect. So that is what I did there. So you've seen how you can do that in your design. Please subscribe to my channel, share the video. For as long as you are in my channel, you keep learning new things with each new design that I make. So what else is left? I think we're almost done. There is a line under the dove. For that line, I can use this rectangle, draw a very thin line. Just click and drag. Click on the rectangle tool, then click and drag. Okay, the line is there. I want to move it down a bit. Then I'm going to fill it. Click on my pick tool, fill it with a white fill. Remove the border. I've already shown you how to remove border. Just go to here and right click. Go to this box here and right click. The border will be removed. I want to zoom in into this rectangle and reduce the size more. I've zoomed in. I want to reduce it a bit. Okay, maybe something like that. I will zoom out. Let me see. It's still looking a bit big to me. I'm going to reduce it further. All right, so okay, so I can use this. Let me check the positioning. All right, so The next thing now is to write under it salvation, deliverance. That one is very simple to do. Just click and write salvation, exposition. Okay, let me reveal it. The font is white. Okay, bold. Reduce the font size to about 14, I think. Will 14 be okay? Yeah, 14 is okay. It's expositions. Okay. I'm going to duplicate this. To duplicate it, select it and press Ctrl D. Ctrl D means duplicate, but if I don't want to use duplicate, sometimes I like using copy, so I'll say Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Ctrl C means copy, Ctrl V means paste, and I'll use my arrow key to move it, the right arrow key to move it into position. Sometimes I prefer doing that instead of using my mouse to move it. So we have something like that. So I'm going to edit this one now. I'm going to use this to edit it. Let me zoom in. If you've been following my channel, you'll be very familiar with some of these things I am doing. Deliverance, and what again was there? Healing. Okay, healing. Okay, so once you've done this, you can see that the work is almost done. The work is almost done. In less than 20 minutes we are almost concluding a flyer. So the next thing is to type in the date and the time, rather. 5:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. daily. I think I used this. 5:30 p.m. daily. Then the next thing is the parish. Okay, there's the parish. Let me just copy over, Ctrl C. You can also type that, but you have to reduce the font. You have to reduce the font. I'm just copying over for the sake of time. Object order to front of page. Okay. Then the location. Like I said, these resources, I am going to drop a link for you so that you can go and download them. So I think that has gone to the background, behind the background rather. Object order to front. Okay, so I want to move this a bit closer. I've moved it a bit closer. So we have design done. So you can see. So the next thing I'm going to do, I want to group them. Control G. All right. So maybe in the next video, I am going to talk about how you prepare your work for printing. So this is the design. You can see this is the original one I made earlier, and this is the one I've made now. So this is how you can design a church flyer in a very short time. Thank you for being part of this video, for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share my videos so that I'll be encouraged to make more videos like this. Thank you for your time.